So my guru went through a great extreme to obtain a Buddhist practice related to the Juni 10 that he could take with him and make a part of his personal practice. The practice that he obtained was the practice that they start 7-year-old boys on. And in Asia, it's really kind of a stigma to be put in charge of 7-year-old boys. And he wasn't in a position to be responsible like that. Eventually, he did start working with things. I'm not really sure if he used Hibenza in that case, all of the deals that he had to use. But when he was brought here by MI6 to investigate something, and he was using the Lamanyoshal identity, he was working with IU, and they got him to start teaching some kids. He was working with that. My brothers and I were trading places. And when one of us finally understood and followed the practice through to the point of critical nature or whatever, it was me. And neither of my brothers were able to do that. He thought I was one of my brothers and conferred the full initiation. Now, it's really a weird thing to do to a girl. I can't really be responsible for a bunch of young boys. So kind of to make up for that, there's things published online when this used to be much more secret practice. And that's really the long and short of it. He told me I couldn't really go back to that. I bought a copy of the practice that he had conferred on somebody else who was publishing these things, and was working on it for a while. A very concise practice. There's a longer practice people do. And just going through it for a while, as long as time allowed. Eventually, I had to get more serious about the practices he wanted me to do, especially the Chakra Samvara. But it gave me some time to repair and to look back and to walk down memory lane. But that foundation in the direction guardians is incredibly important. Because there are things that the Buddhas will do and there's things that the Buddhas won't do. Even though the Buddhas of the elements are there, the sun and the moon are there, there are also these ancient configurations from before Buddhism that still work for us and that we still need because they're still part of who we are. And if you want to relate to any ancient teachings, you got to understand who Kubera is. You got to understand who Yama is. And the four under the feet, Brahma, Indra, Shiva, and Durga.